one main issue I've had with this season is, well, actually, no. I shouldn't talk about that yet. Let's talk about the weapons. Monarch pistol, genuinely good. I love it. I love the design. It's fun to use. Especially, I actually don't even pick up. Actually, now that I think about it, I don't actually pick up Doctor Doom's mythic Monarch pistol because it's straight up a downgrade to an actual Monarch pistol because it only gives you one attachment and it's the worst attachment. So think of that as you will. But anyway, the Sovereign shotgun. I hate it. I hated it the day it came out, and then I tried getting used to it. I even watched a player, like a pro player, tell me it's really good, and I'm like, okay, let me try it out. No. And you know why was losing? Because I realized, oh wait, the Gatekeeper is still in the game. It's just arguably better. And then I started using the Gatekeeper again, and would you fucking believe it? I actually started to win games. I was literally putting myself at a disadvantage using the Sovereign Shotgun, so I literally drop it any other chance I get. I pick up the Hammer Pump and the Gatekeeper over it. The Hammer Pump. I pick up the Hammer Pump over the Sovereign Shotgun. That's how bad I hate it. But enough about that. I think it's time to talk about the locations. They're hit or miss for me. The raft, pretty cool design, I suppose. The idea of the prison from the comics was a cool idea. I don't think they actually understood what they were making when they made another prison POI, except making it like really claustrophobic. It's basically Tilted Towers of this season, but insanely claustrophobic. Like if you people are a lot of people are going to land there and you're definitely going to die because there's so many people in such a congested area. At least Tilted Towers has multiple buildings. The raft has one. It's one building. All right. So, what should I talk about next? All right. We've talked about the battle pass, we've talked about the weapons. We've now I think it's time to talk about the rest of the map. So, the raft makes sense. It's pretty congested, and I'm not a big fan of that, but you actually if they did add a reboot van to it, I would I would enjoy it. But we're going to talk about the next location, Doomstadt. Yes, it's pronounced Doomstadt because well, it's pronounced that way. I didn't know it was actually pronounced until well, I didn't actually know it was pronounced until I heard of someone pronounce it that way, and I realized, oh wait, that is the actual pronunciation. It wasn't even the one from the game. It was just like from the comics. So, yeah. Um, Doomstadt is a cool location. I like unique. I like it. I didn't know what it was until I looked it up, but it's a cool location. Doom's Courtyard. A straight up improvement over classic courts. No one wanted to genuinely go there any of the time, and if they did, it was mostly just because they had nowhere else to go. That was pretty much classic courts for me. I go there now. I mean, I don't even like tennis, but like I go there now mostly because there's actually better loot, so it's objectively better. It actually has higher chances of better loot than classy courts. It has a guaranteed purple spawn, like a guaranteed purple weapon you can get there, so it's actually good. Castle Doom. All right. I don't like that location. Maybe it's because the layout seems confusing to me, or it's just way too big for what it actually needs to be. I mean, they put it at the corner of the map. It's such a massive location. By the time you find Doctor Doom, the circle will already have shown that, hey, you're not going to be in the circle. And by the time you fight Doctor Doom, either you're going to be attacked, third-partied, camped, or the storm will come upon you, or maybe even all three of those things happen. Like, it's just not fun. Now, the bosses. I got a bone to pick this season. Alright, so you're telling me you had this idea of making them either really unique, right? So why did you make two medallions completely fight each other? One medallion completely counters the other. One is already so bad, why would you need a medallion to counter it? Of course I'm talking about Mysterio's medallion. That thing is a piece of shit. But like, I just wonder, I just wonder why. Like, Epic. I just want to know something. What kind of cocaine were you on when you were making these changes? Look, let's start with the first boss. Emma Frost's striker burst and her weapons. First of all, I think her striker burst is okay. It has some weird attachments. It has the smallest scope for like, which was weird. It has the speed grip, which is my quite literally most hated attachment because I never move when I'm shooting, like to scope down. I only try and hit shots like that, like standing still. But her medallion is quite useful in Final Circle, or just in the like if you're trying to find a player you just couldn't find, because it helps reveal them and it helps you get that last kill, you know? And I think that's actually good. Mysterio, on the other hand, why did they butcher him? Epic, I have many questions. Why? What is wrong with you? Do you have brain damage? Like, look, they made a medallion so where you could stand still and be invisible, which I thought, oh, that's definitely cool. That actually makes sense. Mysterio is a master of illusion. Except it only lasts for 15 seconds. You can't, if you stand up, you can't stay invisible. You just immediately get like visible again. You can't shoot while you're invisible. People can clearly see you while you're invisible, and Emma Frost's literal medallion can just ping you so that everyone knows where you are. You know how bad it is? It's so bad to the point that Cypher PK literally made a video saying it is better to literally drop it before and not even pick it up. And not gonna lie, I literally made that decision before he even made that video because I was just like, yep, this sucks. I literally hated it so much that I just never went for it, and if I did find a guy who did it, I just dropped it. Like, it was that bad. Next is Doombot. It's okay. I mean, the reward you get for it isn't that good. I mean, the reward is basically just. I mean, it's sort of okay. The weapon isn't good by all means. I mean, the mammoth, like the pistol is cool. It's a good weapon, but the attachments make it really bad, despite being a mythic. Like, out of all the attachments, why only give it one, and why give it the worst scope attachment possible? Like, what were they thinking? And then there's his gauntlets, which they were already bad to begin with back in the original season. Like, I barely ever got a kill with them, even when I did have them. Uh, and now they suck even more. The only useful thing about them is that the mythical bomb actually like saves you from fall damage. But I want to know what was going through their head when they decided to make the thing do 90 damage and make it a 25-second cooldown. Like, brother, by the time we finish that 25-second cooldown, we'll be on like our third, like on like our fifth third-party fight. Fights last, like, they don't even last that long most of the time in zero build, or even just regular build. They just don't last that long. If they last more than 30 seconds, that's not right. Now, I think I forgot to mention the new Marvel Mythic items, and I have some words for them. Epic. Do you not learn your lesson? Epic Games. We've been over this before, and yet it seems that your brain just kind of blocked it out of your memory. Epic has forgotten that mythical weapons need to be the best weapons in the game because they're literally one of a kind. And they seem to think that making the most common weapons, like Captain America's shield, War Machines, all three War Machine weapons, insanely common, makes them overpowered as fuck. They're already powerful in their current state. It's the fact that literally everyone can get them that makes them impossible to stop fighting. Like, what makes them overpowered is that they're everywhere. And you know what the problem with them being everywhere is? If they're really good, then they should be a mythic item. One that is rare, one that is hard to find. They should be a reward, not something you just casually find out in the wild. Like, you're telling me you gave better stats to War Machine's arsenal, a mythic weapon that is more common, and that is a literal 100% guaranteed drop from the island spawn in the floating island in the sky, and gives it a faster reload and just faster everything than the actual Doctor Doom single one mythic in the game. There's only one Doctor Doom mythic, and there are like 50 War Machine arsenals in a single given game. I think Epic has forgotten their lesson. If you make powerful weapons, what makes them good is their ability to, be rare. You can find these weapons everywhere. They would be balanced if they were rare just like the other mythics, but no, they're not. They're fucking everywhere. And they completely counter the mythics. So the mythics this season are actual garbage compared to the actual new Marvel weapons. Like, it's so saddening to me. It feels like they didn't even try for the Marvel mythics and were just like, let's just mess around with these new these new Marvel weapons. Because if just a basic purple weapon is better than a gold, like a literally mythic weapon, then you got a problem on your hands that you need to fix yourself. Because if you don't find a solution, it's gonna mess everything up. Also, proposition: you guys at Epic seem to be under the misconception that the only way to fix the War Machine arsenal is just by slowing down its rocket ammo or like rocket reload. That would not be a good solution. My solution personally would just be to swap the ammo from light ammo to rocket ammo. Keep the reload speed the same. You could spam it for a couple of seconds and then you can't do it anymore until you get more ammo. Like, you have to get more rockets to actually shoot them. But you still have the alternate fire, which is the light ammo, which isn't even that good, can't really be spammed that well, and doesn't do that much damage. It's a simple fix, really. Now, Captain America's shield. As a zero build player, I fucking hate it. Mostly because it doesn't know what it wants to be. I mean, like, when I saw it in the trailer, I'm like, oh, that's gonna be infuriating and also really crazy. Captain America's shield originally, back when it was first added in the Season 8 from the first Marvel event, the second Marvel event, it was good because it was in a limited time mode that was proportionately powerful to its surroundings. What I mean is, it was powerful, but so was everyone else. So it made sense. This is powerful and no one else is. The only way to counter the shield is if you have a shield. That's an ongoing trend with the Marvel mythics. If you want to counter the Marvel mythics, you need one of your own. If you're forced to get an item to counter a certain item, that is not fun gameplay. That is just tedious. Imagine this, you want to play the game how you want to play and enjoy it, but someone else, by the fact that they're literally using just one item, completely stops you from being able to do that. Because you can't win unless you also have that. Does that sound like fun to you? Does that like sound like fun where you don't get your free will and you have to literally conform to this meta if you want to actually have a chance to win? No, I didn't think so. I feel like the mythics this season are a major issue, especially since there's no way to clear way to counter them other than themselves. Last season's the car had the EMPs, which were like the entire perfect way to counter the cars. I don't know what they were doing with the boogie bombs, but like they need a clear counter. Maybe this season they should bring back the boogie bombs for people with the shield. It makes sense. It actually works. The boogie bombs didn't work for last season because it was it was like a disproportionate fix for an object that didn't need to be fixed that hard. Yes, I agree. The cars needed to be changed and needed a counter, but adding the boogie bombs was literally overkill or ultra kill, I should say. This season, if you added the boogie bombs back, I wouldn't object to it. It would be annoying sometimes, sure, but it would fit. It would make sense because you could stop somebody from using their power. Anyway, the battle pass. Let's talk about that. Oh dear. Gwenpool. Pretty good. I like the skin. I like the cell shaded style mostly. But I'm always gonna go with the masked off style. War Machine, couldn't care less. Then we have, let me see, Emma Frost. Emma Frost. I know her from the comics. She is a really interesting introduction, addition. Like, I don't know why they added her out of all the characters. I mean, Gwenpool made sense, but this, no. Emma Frost didn't make sense. Peel Vereen, I did like that they finally gave us Peel Vereen. They teased that shit from the last Marvel season, which was, oh my god, it was 4 years ago. Still, they teased that in the trailer that Peely would get Wolverine claws. I mean, he had Peely claws anyway, like banana claws, nana claws, like that. And I'm glad they finally followed up on it. Agent Jones finally being able to have, like, John Jones finally getting his Captain America style. Being Captain America makes so much sense for him. He is a true born leader, and he deserves that style. He deserves that to be Captain America. Now, Mysterio. I was excited to see Mysterio in the trailer, but in the trailer, I also said to myself that yes, it looks cool, but it is not something I'm genuinely going to enjoy. I'm not going to wear all the time, and I stand where I did before. Nothing changed. The styles are cool. It's just that it's too bulky to actually enjoy using. It's cool. I love the whole No Way Home style too, but it's not something I'm going to be using in an actual game. Now, for the tier 100, why did you have to pick Shuri? Out of all characters, Shuri Black Panther? I mean, I know you already used the original Black Panther in a bundle, but why did you have to use Shuri Black Panther at all? It's not even good, really, but sure, you do you. Epic, you do you. What my main gripe is this season, they could have actually had some of the most popular Marvel characters inside of the Battle Pass. No one would complain because, well, this Battle Pass actually is going to release in the item shop later. So it's actually going to happen. My gripe is that they added Shuri instead of Meowtooth, which was Sabretooth but Meowscles, which was the one skin I was actually excited to see in the trailer that I didn't get to see in the gameplay trailer. I was in the cinematic trailer because, well, it was going to be released and it's going to happen. And I'm saving up my V-Bucks for that skin because that was the only one I genuinely was excited for. And now that I know it wasn't in the Battle Pass, it disappointed me quite a great amount. Oh yeah, and Doctor Doom's there. But for some reason, never mind. I'm not gonna say it. You just Look at it. Look under his mask, and you'll notice a bit something weird with his skin tone that's not usually there. You do you. Overall, at the beginning of this season, I've leveled up quite a lot. I am about level 150 after like about a week. So I've been playing a lot. My opinion in zero build and everything, playing ranked, all that stuff. This season is I don't know. It's okay. I mean, there are some enjoyable moments, but most of the time I'm not having fun. I'm just suffering because the shield is annoying. Every other mechanic really is annoying. It doesn't seem fully thought through, but sure. I suppose I'll give this season about a 5 out of 10 so far. It looks promising. I'm excited for the actual mythics that could counter the current ones when they come out later, like the Iron Man mythics and the Black Panther mythics, which do look genuinely fun to use and actually seem a bit fair. I'm genuinely excited for that, but until that comes, I'm just gonna wait until they arrive because I don't think I can force myself to play Fortnite in this current meta. Alright, so that was the video. Please let me know your feedback in the comments if you may like this sort of style of video more. But until next time, see ya.